Welcome back to Bodhi Ripple. Today, I want to share something truly magical with you. Have you ever noticed how your breathing changes when you feel anxious? Or how a single deep breath can calm your racing thoughts? What if I told you that your breath holds the secret key to mastering your mind? Stay with me, because we're diving into an incredible Buddhist story that will completely transform how you see the connection between your breath and your thoughts. This isn't just philosophy. This is practical wisdom you can use right now, today, to change your life. So grab a comfortable seat, take a deep breath, and let's begin this amazing journey together. The invisible bridge. Most people walk through life never realizing they carry a powerful tool with them every single moment. This tool costs nothing. You don't need to buy it from a store. You don't need special training to access it. Yet this simple tool can calm storms in your mind, heal emotional wounds, and bring you closer to inner peace than any external thing ever could. What am I talking about? Your breath. Right now, as you read these words, you breathe. You do this automatically. Your body knows how to breathe without you thinking about it. But here's the fascinating part. The moment you bring your attention to your breath, something shifts. Your mind changes. Your thoughts slow down. The chaos inside you starts to settle. Why does this happen? What connects these two things, the breath and the mind? Let me share a story with you. This story comes from ancient Buddhist teachings, but the wisdom inside it applies to everyone, regardless of what you believe. This story shows us something profound about human nature and gives us a practical path to inner freedom. The Restless Monk. Many centuries ago, in a peaceful monastery nestled between mountains, a young monk struggled terribly. His name was Ananda, not the famous disciple of Buddha, but a different student who shared the same name. This young Ananda had joined the monastery with pure intentions. He wanted to find peace. He wanted to understand truth. He wanted to free himself from suffering. But instead of finding peace, Ananda found turmoil. Every time he sat down to meditate, his mind exploded with thoughts. Memories from his past flooded in. Worries about his future crowded his awareness. He replayed conversations from years ago. He imagined scenarios that would never happen. His mind jumped from one thought to another like a wild monkey swinging through trees. Ananda tried everything. He sat for longer hours. He changed his posture. He recited mantras. He studied scriptures until his eyes burned with exhaustion. Nothing worked. His mind refused to settle. The harder he tried to control his thoughts, the more chaotic they became. Other monks in the monastery seemed calm and peaceful. They sat in meditation with serene faces. They moved through their daily tasks with grace and presence. Ananda felt frustrated. He felt like a failure. He wondered if something was fundamentally wrong with him. One evening, after another difficult meditation session, Ananda approached his teacher. The old master sat under a large tree, watching the sunset paint the sky with brilliant colors. "Master," Ananda said, his voice heavy with desperation, "I cannot do this. My mind refuses to calm down. I try to meditate, but thoughts attack me from every direction. I feel like I'm drowning in an ocean of chaos. Maybe I'm not meant for this path. Maybe I should leave the monastery." The old master looked at Ananda with gentle eyes. He didn't speak immediately. Instead, he gestured for Ananda to sit beside him. They sat together in silence for several minutes, watching the sky change colors as the sun dipped below the mountains. Finally, the master spoke. "Ananda, do you see that flag on top of the temple?" Ananda looked up. A colorful flag fluttered in the evening breeze, dancing and waving against the darkening sky. "Yes, Master, I see it." "Tell me, what makes the flag move?" Ananda thought this was a strange question, but he answered anyway. "The wind makes it move, Master." The Master nodded slowly. "And what about your breath right now? What makes your breath move?" Ananda paused. He had never really thought about this. "My body makes my breath move, Master. My lungs expand and contract." "Watch your breath for a moment," the Master said. "Don't change it. Don't control it. Just watch it exactly as it is." Ananda brought his attention to his breathing. He noticed the air entering his nostrils. He felt the slight coolness of the incoming breath. He sensed his chest expanding. Then he felt the warm air leaving his body as he exhaled. "What do you notice?" the Master asked. "My breath moves on its own, Master. I don't have to make it happen." "Exactly," the Master said. "Your breath happens naturally. Now tell me, when you watch your breath closely, what happens to your thinking?" Ananda realized something surprising. While he focused on his breath, his thoughts had quieted down. Not completely, but significantly. The storm in his mind had calmed to gentle waves. "My thoughts slowed down, Master." The old Master smiled. "You have just discovered the invisible bridge between breath and mind. These two things connect in ways most people never notice. Your breath reflects your mind, and your mind reflects your breath. They mirror each other constantly." The hidden connection. The Master continued his teaching as stars began appearing in the night sky. "Ananda, think about a moment when you felt very angry. What happened to your breathing?" Ananda remembered a recent argument with another monk. "My breathing became fast and shallow, Master." "And when you feel afraid or anxious?" "The same thing happens. My breath speeds up. Sometimes it feels like I can't breathe deeply at all." Now think about a time when you felt deeply peaceful. Maybe watching the morning sun rise over the mountains, or listening to rain falling on leaves. How did you breathe then? Ananda closed his eyes, remembering such a moment. "My breathing became slow and deep, Master. Each breath felt full and satisfying." "You see the pattern," the Master said. "Your emotional state directly affects your breathing. When your mind becomes disturbed, your breath becomes disturbed. When your mind feels peaceful, your breath becomes peaceful. They dance together like partners who know each other perfectly." Ananda nodded, beginning to understand. "But here's the beautiful secret," the Master continued. "This connection works both ways. Your mind affects your breath, yes, but your breath also affects your mind. Most people only notice the first direction. They don't realize they can use the second direction as a tool for transformation." "What do you mean, Master?" "You cannot directly control your thoughts. Try it right now. Try to stop thinking for 1 minute. Command your mind to produce no thoughts whatsoever." Ananda tried. Within seconds, thoughts appeared. He tried to push them away, but more thoughts came to fill the space. The harder he tried to stop thinking, the more thoughts appeared. "You see," the Master said, "the direct approach doesn't work. You cannot grab your thoughts and wrestle them into submission. They slip through your fingers like water. But here's the miracle. You can control your breath. Your breath is physical. It's tangible. You can make it slower. You can make it deeper. You can place your attention on it whenever you choose." The Master paused, letting this truth sink in. "So, when you calm your breath, you indirectly calm your mind. When you deepen your breath, you deepen your awareness. When you focus on your breath, your scattered thoughts naturally settle. Your breath becomes the bridge that carries you from mental chaos to inner peace. The practice begins. The next morning, Ananda started his practice with fresh understanding. Instead of fighting his thoughts, instead of trying to force his mind into stillness, he simply brought his attention to his breath. At first, nothing seemed different. His mind still produced thoughts. Memories still arose. Plans and worries still appeared. But Ananda didn't fight them anymore. Each time he noticed his attention had wandered to a thought, he gently brought it back to his breath. No judgment, no frustration, just a simple return. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Cool air entering, warm air leaving. Something interesting started happening. Ananda noticed his thoughts didn't have the same power anymore. Before, when a thought appeared, it immediately grabbed him. He got lost in the thought, forgot he was meditating, and found himself tangled in mental stories. But now, when he kept returning his attention to his breath, thoughts appeared and disappeared like clouds passing through the sky. They came, they went, but Ananda remained anchored to his breath. His breath became like a lighthouse in a storm. No matter how big the waves of thoughts became, the lighthouse stood firm. Each breath reminded him where he was. Each breath brought him back to the present moment. Days turned into weeks. Ananda continued his practice. He watched his breath during formal meditation. He also started watching his breath during daily activities. When he swept the floor, he noticed his breathing. When he washed dishes, he synchronized his movements with his breath. When he walked through the garden, he counted his steps according to his breathing rhythm. The more Ananda practiced, the more he discovered. He noticed that shallow breathing made his mind feel scattered and anxious. Deep breathing made his mind feel centered and calm. Fast breathing stirred up energy and emotion. Slow breathing created stillness and peace. He realized he had been living his whole life without really knowing how to breathe. He had taken shallow, unconscious breaths that kept his mind agitated. Now he learned to breathe fully, using his entire lung capacity, and this simple change affected everything. The deeper truth. One afternoon, several months into his practice, Ananda experienced something remarkable. He sat in meditation, watching his breath as usual. Nothing felt special or different. He simply observed each inhalation and exhalation with gentle attention. Then, suddenly something shifted. The boundary between his breath and his awareness dissolved. He couldn't tell anymore where his breath ended and his mind began. They merged into one continuous flow. The breath was the mind. The mind was the breath. Not two separate things, but one unified experience. In that moment, Ananda understood something that words struggle to capture. His breath didn't just connect to his mind. His breath revealed the fundamental nature of his mind. Each breath appeared from emptiness, existed for a brief moment, then disappeared back into emptiness. Each thought did exactly the same thing. Appeared from nothing, existed briefly, dissolved into nothing. Both breath and thought were temporary movements in awareness. Neither solid, neither permanent. Both constantly changing, constantly flowing like water in a river. Ananda also realized something else. He had spent his whole life identifying with his thoughts. He believed he was his thoughts. When an angry thought appeared, he became an angry person. When a sad thought appeared, he became a sad person. His entire sense of identity came from whatever thought happened to be present in his mind at any given moment. But watching his breath taught him differently. He could observe his thoughts the same way he observed his breath, as passing phenomena, not as his core identity. Thoughts came and went, breath came and went, but the awareness that witnessed both remained constant and unchanged. This awareness, this witnessing presence, was his true nature, not the temporary thoughts, not the changing emotions, not the mental stories about who he was or who he should be. Just pure awareness, spacious and free, like the sky that holds all weather but isn't affected by any weather. Practical wisdom for your life. You might be wondering how this ancient story applies to your modern life. You face different challenges than Ananda did. You deal with traffic, deadlines, bills, relationships, technology, and countless other stressors that didn't exist in his world. But here's the beautiful truth. The connection between breath and mind hasn't changed. Your breath remains the most accessible tool you have for managing your mental and emotional states. You carry this tool with you everywhere. You can use it anytime, in any situation. Let me give you some practical examples. When you feel stressed at work, pause for just 1 minute. Bring your attention to your breath. Make your exhalations slightly longer than your inhalations. This simple practice activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural relaxation response. Within minutes, your stress levels decrease. Your mind clears. You can think more effectively and make better decisions. When you can't sleep at night because your mind won't stop racing, don't fight your thoughts. Instead, lie comfortably and count your breaths. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 6. Repeat this pattern. Your mind will naturally calm down as you focus on the rhythm of your breathing. When you feel angry during an argument, take 3 deep breaths before you respond. Those 3 breaths create a crucial pause. They prevent you from saying things you'll regret. They give your prefrontal cortex, the rational part of your brain, time to catch up with your emotional reactions. Those 3 breaths can save relationships and prevent unnecessary damage. When you feel anxious or worried about the future, bring your attention to your breath right now. Your breath only exists in the present moment. You cannot breathe in the past or the future. Every breath happens now. By focusing on your breath, you automatically pull yourself out of anxious thoughts about what might happen and anchor yourself in what is happening. When you need to make an important decision, sit quietly for 5 minutes and watch your breath. Don't try to figure out the answer. Just breathe and observe. A calm mind makes wiser decisions than an agitated mind. Often, the clarity you need emerges naturally once your mental waters settle. Building your practice. You don't need to become a monk or move to a monastery to benefit from this wisdom. You can start right now, exactly where you are. Begin with just 5 minutes a day. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably with your back straight. Close your eyes or keep them gently open with a soft gaze. Bring your attention to your natural breathing. Don't try to change it or control it. Just observe it exactly as it is. Notice where you feel your breath most clearly. Maybe in your nostrils, maybe in your chest, maybe in your belly. Place your attention there and simply watch each breath come and go. Your mind will wander. This is guaranteed. This is normal. This is not a failure. When you notice your mind has wandered, celebrate. Noticing that your mind wandered means you become aware again. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. No criticism, no frustration, just a kind return again and again and again. This is the practice, not achieving some special state, not stopping all thoughts, not becoming perfectly calm, just noticing when your attention wanders and bringing it back to your breath. Each return strengthens your awareness. Each return builds your ability to stay present. Start with 5 minutes. After a week, try 7 minutes. After another week, try 10 minutes. Build gradually. Consistency matters more than duration. 5 minutes every day creates more benefit than an hour once a week. You can also practice informal breath awareness throughout your day. While waiting in line, notice your breathing. While sitting in traffic, come back to your breath. While washing your hands, sync your movements with your breathing. These small moments of awareness accumulate and compound over time. The ripple effect. As Ananda continued his practice over months and years, something beautiful happened. The peace he found through working with his breath didn't stay confined to his meditation cushion. It rippled out into every area of his life. He became more patient with other monks. He listened more deeply when people spoke to him. He responded to difficulties with calmness instead of reactivity. He found joy in simple things: the taste of food, the sound of birds, the feeling of sunlight on his skin. Life became richer, more vivid, more alive. Other monks noticed the change in Ananda. They asked him what happened. He didn't tell them about complex philosophical theories. He didn't describe mystical experiences. He simply said, "I learned to breathe. And in learning to breathe, I learned to live." The same ripple effect can happen in your life. As you develop your relationship with your breath, as you use it to calm and center your mind, you'll notice changes. Small at first, then more significant. You'll react less impulsively to provocations. You'll sleep better. You'll enjoy more mental clarity. You'll feel more present with loved ones. You'll handle stress more effectively. You'll discover an inner stability that doesn't depend on external circumstances. This isn't magic. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the natural result of working with the breath-mind connection. Thousands of people across centuries have verified this through their own direct experience. Science now confirms what ancient practitioners knew. Breathing practices measurably affect brain function, emotional regulation, and psychological well-being. Your breath, your teacher. Ananda eventually became a respected teacher himself. Students came to him seeking guidance. Many arrived with the same frustration he once felt: minds too busy, too scattered, too chaotic. Ananda taught them what his master taught him. He pointed them to their breath. He showed them the invisible bridge. He encouraged them to be patient and kind with themselves. Years later, when Ananda was an old man, someone asked him what the most important lesson of his life had been. He smiled and said, "I learned that I had been searching everywhere for peace, in books, in teachings, in special experiences, when peace was already with me, in every breath. My breath was always there, patiently waiting for me to notice it, ready to guide me home to the present moment." Right now, in this very moment, your breath waits for you too. It doesn't judge you. It doesn't demand anything from you. It simply offers itself as a doorway to presence, peace, and freedom. You can walk through that doorway anytime you choose. One breath at a time. One moment at a time. This simple practice, this ordinary miracle, can transform your relationship with your mind and revolutionize how you experience life. The wisdom is ancient, but it remains eternally fresh and relevant. Your breath connects you to your mind. Your mind connects you to your life. Master this connection, and you master something profound. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this story touched your heart and gave you practical tools you can use immediately. Remember, you don't need anything special to start working with your breath. You already have everything you need right now. If this video brought you value, please show some love by hitting that like button. It really helps more people discover these life-changing teachings. Drop a comment below and share your experience. Have you noticed the connection between your breath and your mind? What happens when you focus on your breathing? I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to Bodhi Ripple and ring that notification bell so you never miss our videos. We post new content every week, bringing you ancient wisdom for modern living, practical meditation guidance, and inspiring stories that can genuinely transform your daily experience. Before you go, check out the videos I've linked on your screen right now. They dive deeper into meditation practices, mindfulness techniques, and more Buddhist wisdom that can enrich your journey. Each video offers practical tips you can apply immediately. Remember, one conscious breath can change everything. Start today. Start now. Your path to peace begins with a single breath. Until next time, keep breathing, keep growing, keep rippling that positive energy out into the world. I'll see you in the next video.